Good morning, players. So let's talk about Frumpy Dump's appointments thus far. One thing's for certain and two things for sure. He is definitely showing us that Kamala Harris was correct, that Frumpy Dump is going to appoint people to positions of power that will not question him, that will do his dirty work. And he's doing this by appointing Frumpy Dump loyalists that have literally went around here and spread the big lie, even though they knew the truth, and they have done his dirty work in the past. Y'all go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat. Let's get into it. So Frumpy Dump's first appointment went to Susie WS, who is his chief of staff. First woman to ever hold that position. She is definitely a Frumpy Dump loyalist. She used to work for Ron DeSantis. However, Ron DeSantis fired her from his campaign whenever he thought that she had leaked some type of campaign email that made him look bad. Frumpy Dump, of course, having such disgust and disdain for Ron DeSantis, went ahead and hired her, according to reporting. Now, this lady has worked on several Republican campaigns, getting people elected, so it just makes sense that she would be close to Frumpy Dump. She stuck by his side throughout all of this, so it makes sense. She's a Frumpy Dump loyalist. Now, Stephen Miller, who worked for Frumpy Dump before, is expected to be appointed his deputy chief of staff for policy. Apparently, J.D. Vance congratulated him on his new role on CNN. Now, Stephen Miller worked for Frumpy Dump before. He doesn't like anything that doesn't look like him. In fact, he's been one of the leading voices behind Frumpy Dump's restrictive immigration plans. He's the one that talks about denaturalization of immigrants. So if you got them papers, honey, if Stephen Miller has anything to do with it, they can be revoked at any time. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Next up is Lil Marco Rubio, honey. As we all know, he ran against Frumpy Dump for president in 2016, and this is one of the things he had to say about Frumpy to the motherfucking dump.
This is what we're going to have.
Here's the guy that inherited $200 million. If he hadn't inherited $200 million, you know where Donald Trump would be right now? Selling watches in Manhattan.
Oh, yes, honey. Back then, Lil Marco felt that if Frumpy Dump had not inherited $200 million, he would be selling knockoff watches under a bridge in New York. But baby, at times, they are changing. Lil Marco has since embraced and kissed the ring of Frumpy Dump, spreading his big lies about the election. And he is one of those leading proponents in immigration and mass deportation. So he has been nominated as Secretary of State. Well, he's expected to be nominated as Secretary of State. Frumpy Dump has not confirmed this as of yet, but people are congratulating Lil Marco. Oh, and I can't forget, Lil Marco, y'all remember Project 2025, the one they said that Frumpy Dump had nothing to do with and his presidency would not reflect anything about Project 2025? Lil Marco admitted that any of the policies that they create are guided by Project 2025.
We're always grateful, and it's good to see you, and thank you to Heritage for inviting us here, giving us this opportunity, and for all the scholarship that they do here that really serves as a guidepost for a lot of the public policy we choose to make.
Elise Stefanik, who you can see is such a great judge of character that she campaigned for George, I'm just a boy in a dress Santos, but I digress, has been appointed as the ambassador to the UN, kicking out any hopes of Nikki Haley ever returning to the Frumpy Dump administration. As we all know, over the weekend, Frumpy Dump went ahead and kicked her down even more into the dust by telling her that he will not be appointing her to anything. So Elise Stefanik has been appointed to Nikki Haley's previous role. And hey, her tank sniffing has definitely paid off. She has spread the big lie for Frumpy Dump, threw away all of her morals and her education by lying about the election results, knowing that they were real, but she has spread those big lies for Frumpy Dump. And that tank sniffing paid off for her because now she's an ambassador to the UN. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Tom Holman has been appointed as the border czar. Now, you guys may remember him. He worked with Frumpy Dump's administration before. He is a large proponent of the children being separated from their families at the border. In fact, he testified before the Senate regarding his disgusting and despicable policies, recommending that these children be separated from their parents at the border. He said that they're going to do mass deportation no matter what the price tag is. He doesn't care. They're going to get anybody out of here. Now, it's very important to note that all of the people that Frump and Dump has appointed, despite the fact that he said that he doesn't know anything about Project 2025, all of these people have history with Project 2025. In fact, Tom Holman was one of the authors. There's also been a couple of other appointments. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz and EPA Lee Zeldin. Now, this right here, y'all, is the coup de grace, because Frump and Dump is definitely exerting his authority at this point. He wants unchecked power. Listen to this. So, over the weekend, Frump and Dump took to his social media platform, even though he has the majority in the Senate. He wants the Republican majority in the Senate to confirm these people without going through the confirmation process. He wants them to do recess appointments. He doesn't want them to be questioned by the Democrats on their history, their policy, anything like that. He wants them to just go ahead and take the job. So he's imploring and basically pressuring the Republican-led Senate to go ahead and put these people in the job. Go ahead. Don't let the American people hear about these people's history. Don't do anything like that. Just go ahead and put them in the job because I told you so. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Like I said, everything that Kamala Harris said is coming to pass. Frump and Dump is going to put people in positions of power that will not question the despicable stuff that he wants to do. And also, they're going to act on these things. He's put them in power, baby. And he's showing it with every single appointment that he made. But hey, some of these people wanted this, so it is what it is. All right, players, put your thoughts in the comments. This video went long, but I hope y'all got what you needed. This is Double D Mo for the Blast Street News.